I had to have oral surgery about 2 weeks ago, and they took out three molars, big back molars,
Oh my
one at the
goodness.
top and two on the bottom. And I mean, everybody had said, and when I had my wisdom teeth took out, it was horrible. So I was really expecting that. I had the surgery and walked out the door and got to the car and put X39 here, and I felt nothing.
Wow.
I never had any pain. And I called him the next day, and he kept saying, "Oh, it'll take a couple of days." I didn't even swell. So I thought, people, these doctors need to understand the impact this can have on their patients' recovery.
Just recently, I had a back molar taken out too. They offered me a prescription for hydrocodone, and I turned it down. And I walked out of the office and put a patch right there, just like you did. I never had any swelling, never had any pain whatsoever, and I was totally fine.
I've been using the X39. This month will be a year. I was on two different medications for high blood pressure for over 15 years. And they've taken me off of one completely, and the second one, they lowered the dose in half. I've been diagnosed with a macular migraine disease of the eyes, which I'd never heard of. But I would get episodes that would last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. I would get really, really hot, sometimes like perspiration dripping, get really dizzy, get very thirsty, and I would lose my eyesight temporarily. And since I've been patching, I've not had one episode.
The first thing I noticed after a few weeks was I had more energy and I was popping up better in the mornings, which probably meant I was sleeping better. My skin was way more moisturized. I cut out about 98% of my skincare, period, just in my face because I just felt so much better. My husband would tell me that I was addicted to chapstick because I put it on about every 15 minutes. He's like, "What's in that? That can't be good for you." So that has gone almost, I still carry it with me, but I don't hardly ever use it anymore, just a few times a day. So that's almost completely gone away. I've had a couple of skin tags that have fallen off and talk to the ladies for just a minute, but my monthly cycles are way easier to handle than they were before. And it really hit me when I was on my way back from Vegas from the conference. And the airplane seats are not the most comfortable anyway. My back's kind of usually sore just after a short rides. And I started my cycle that morning and I was dreading getting on the plane and sitting there for a few hours. And I had almost zero symptoms of that and haven't since then. It's just been way easier. So that alone is huge.
I started patching in September. About 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with pemphigus vulgaris. So it's just in my mouth. It's a blistering disease, and I get blisters, like burn blisters in my mouth. Not like canker sores, but like fluid-filled burn blisters. I have been getting infusions, kind of like chemo, but they're infusions. And my last one was December 31st, 2024. And so last September of 25, I thought, okay, it's about time. I'm getting a lot more blisters, so I'm going to need to, go back and get infusions again. So I started patching in September. My blisters are not all the way gone, but I don't feel like I have to have an infusion. So, do I get one every day? No. Maybe like once a week or something, but I've only been on it since September. So, not having to have an infusion currently is wonderful. It's just amazing. So, and then the other thing, so I had like some arthritis on my hand. That's gone. It's amazing what it's done.